All right, family, you already know what it is. Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, right back at you once again with another GMOG Media TV Spotlight. If you haven't already, go to blackspot.com right now. Sign up. Okay, create an account. It's just as little as $5 a month. Shout out to Derek Lewis, the founder and CEO of blackspot.com. Once you do create an account, add me as a friend. My link to my page, which is GMOGMediaTV at blackspot.com, will be down below in the description. Anyway, family, so got to talk about the situation with Ray Lewis. Again, I saw Ray Lewis on Fox Sports Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, and he continues to show why he is what I like to call the authors of the Coon Code. Always protecting the status quo of white supremacy, and guys like that, especially, in those kind of positions where these athletes who acquire a lot of money just still don't get it. Like him, obviously he falls under the spectrum of what I've been saying for about a year and what recently Colin Kaepernick's been saying. When they are protecting the fabric of white supremacy, they have a mental disorder, which is Stockholm syndrome. And I've been saying that for, over a year. And Colin has recently posted that on his Twitter account with Stockholm syndrome about just people protecting the fabric, black people protecting the fabric and using the talking points of white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, what I wanted to talk about is, because when he was on that show, Fox Sports Undisputed, Shannon, again, made some great points, use actual facts and logic. And Ray Lewis, his whole foundation was, well, he just got to pray football, and I pray for the brother. You don't know how hard I've been praying for him. He did that little Instagram or whatever it was, Twitter video, and he was just rambling on. I mean, it sounded like he sounded like just a buck dancing pastor, in a low income area, one of these black churches on 22nd Avenue in Miami. If y'all in Miami, y'all know what I'm talking about. Church on every corner, low income area, impoverished conditions, church on every corner, right? You got a big ass picture, look like a damn promo club picture of a pastor, by the building. But yet, people getting shot, drug infested areas in the community, right? Nothing has changed systemically in the area, right? But, here's the thing, family, is if all you have to offer is prayer changes things and wait on Jesus, black folks are tired of that narrative. I've been tired of that narrative since 2012. You know what I'm saying? Also, this photo right here by Nessa, Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend, is hilarious, man. Hilarious. I just saw this morning, man, and I was like, wow, this was hilarious. It's exactly what Ray Lewis is doing, talking about his owner, Steve Bichetti. You know what I'm saying? Protecting his massa, protecting his massa. And this is a type of behavior that's can continue to be prominent in the so-called black community, where, you work for somebody a white-owned company, which I do, right? But here's the thing about what the difference between somebody that is woke like myself and somebody that's unconscious, right? Somebody that's woke like myself understands and acknowledges white supremacy, right? And understands systemic oppression, understands, all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and more, and has a game plan or a strategy to eliminate that issue, right? Which is completely separating from the dominant white society and completely separating from those people who continue to make us look back, our own people, the coons, right? The buck dancers, the Sambos, right? The sellouts, etc. Those type of people we have to separate from and have our own parallel economy, right? That is in comparison to the dominant white society. And I've been saying that for, quite some time now, right? But this photo right here is exactly what black people are facing. We are so afraid to just separate from our oppressors the dominant white society. We just can't let go. It's Stockholm syndrome. It's cognitive dissonance. It's PTSD, post-traumatic slavery disorder. It's all of those things in the above, and so many misdiagnosed mental disorders that we have that we don't even confront. But I just talk about those three things, those three mental disorders, as the common ones, right? Look at the reactions to this. This is hilarious, right? You got Ray Liotta, Mike Tyson, Randy Savage. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. But I mean, yeah, this is exactly what we are facing, you know, and Shannon Sharp hit it right on the head because, you know, Ray Lewis had to come back with well, you know, brother, prayer is always going to be my foundation. And Shannon was like, I'm not saying stop praying, but what else do you have to offer besides praying, brother? Like, what else do you have to offer? It's almost like, you know, let's say, for instance, hypothetically, some dude got shot by the police. You know, a black dude got shot by a suspected race soldier, right? Somebody runs to Ray Lewis. Hey, brother Ray Lewis, my friend just got shot by the police. What should we do, brother? Hey, brother, let's pray. You know, that kind of thing. Like, what do you have to offer besides praying and waiting on Jesus, brother? We've been praying and waiting on Jesus since the transatlantic slave trade, since 1505. Nothing has changed. Things have gotten worse. What else can you offer the community? You have these churches in impoverished conditions. There's a reason why that black churches are in impoverished conditions, impoverished neighborhoods, in low income areas. You know, you go right outside the church, you see drug dealer right outside the church, if not inside the church. Nothing has changed systemically within the community. You know, you got non-black owned business owners in a predominantly black neighborhood, right? You got a so-called in Miami Gardens, you got everybody in, you know, the front office, not the front office, but the mayor, vice mayor, police chief, you know, everybody in those particular positions, those elected officials, predominantly black, but the tax codes of the businesses are non-black that are coming into Miami Gardens, right? You got to understand where the money is coming from. You got to understand who is controlling the narrative of these nonprofit churches that abide by a system that is controlled by the dominant white society, right? You got to know and understand it. And the thing about Ray Lewis also is that, you know, because again, he consistently talks about we got to pray. I've been praying hard for you, brother. But let's just talk about football. Let's just do his football play. Let's just let his football do the talking. Right? In other words, shut up and play for massa. Right? Just shut up about police brutality, et cetera, et cetera. Play for your white owner. Let him get rich, et cetera, et cetera. Right? But, you know, Colin Kaepernick's thing, what he did is extremely effective. Way more effective than anything that Ray Lewis has so-called done. He talking about, I'm in the streets every day, brother. I'm in the streets every day. You know, I go to the streets and I pray for the brothers and sisters out there. Prayer changes things, brother. Again, you got a lost Negro coon who only thing he has to offer to the community is prayer changes things and the whole wait on Jesus narrative. And you know, the whole prayer changes things and the wait on Jesus narrative while we are systemically getting our asses completely annihilated by white supremacy. Right? The narrative continues to never change. Never changes. Right? And, you know, Colin Kaepernick, again, like I said, he has been doing things way more tangible, probably than any other athlete that I can remember recently, that's so impactful to, you know, black society and even brown people as well, Hispanics that are, you know, have African descent, than any other athlete that I can remember. And Ray Lewis doesn't come close to what Colin Kaepernick has done, which obviously inflicts jealousy on his behalf. He knows what Colin Kaepernick has done in terms of raising awareness, activism, donating, pledging $1 million to various organizations, right? Handing out business suits, right? To people trying to find jobs. I mean, this brother is just doing phenomenal things. And Ray Lewis can't even compare it, because the only thing he talked about is praying for brothers on the streets. Praying for brothers on the streets. Really, brother? Again, what else do you have to offer besides praying and waiting on Jesus? Huh? Right? And Shannon Sharp even said, well, the cops that are killing unarmed black men, women, and children are also Christians. What you got to say about that, brother? Right? And it's the same thing, I don't want to turn this to a religious bashing thing, because I could break all that stuff down. Y'all watch my older videos about, monotheism, polytheism. Christianity is technically, it's not monotheism or polytheism. It's henotheism, where you have a deity, and you speak of other deities in that particular religion. It's really henotheism. Look up henotheism, right? And then you have these religions with eschatology, where you are waiting on. Eschatology is basically waiting on the rapture to come, right? Where you have the end of the world, and the saved kids or the saved children, or whatever the case may be. All the so-called saved people are going to be taken to heaven and stuff like that. I broke all that stuff down before, right? And the 21 ecumenical church councils. None of y'all Christians and stuff like that. Y'all don't want to, debate me on that. I can break all that stuff down. The 21 ecumenical church councils, Council of Nicaea, 325 CE. I mean, all that stuff, man. I can talk about that stuff and break all that stuff down. But I'm not here to talk about that. But, if that's all you have to offer, going back to Ray Lewis, if all you have to offer to the community, to the so-called black community, is prayer changes things and wait on Jesus, man, you lost us. You've been lost us. I've been tired of that narrative since 2012. I said, man, ever since Trayvon Martin got shot by that damn white supremacist, I don't give a damn. He's so-called Hispanic. He's classified as white Hispanic. He considers himself white, so therefore I consider him a white supremacist. Ever since that incident with George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, I was like, man, prayer and waiting on Jesus really ain't cutting it. What else can we do? What else can we do to make a systemic change within our environment? Because if you go outside into our communities, again, go on 22nd Avenue, 183rd and 22nd Avenue, head down south, you see a church on every corner in impoverished conditions, in drug-infested environments, in crime-infested environments. Go down to Opelika on Alabama Avenue. You see all the damn drug addicts there, and you see a church right across the street from it, right? Why can't these damn churches work as a unit like the Catholic system, right? Join forces collectively as a group and make changes in the community like the Catholic Church. Right? All of these damn, and I'm not trying to go on, like I said, I'm not trying to go on Abrahamic religions, but it is what it is. You see a difference between the black church or the black churches in the community in said impoverished conditions, not doing a damn thing in their neighborhoods and in their communities, right? Not doing a damn thing. And this is not a bash on all black churches. There are some black churches that actually do tangible things in the community, but black churches collectively as a group, they don't work together. They work separately. They're independent churches. They don't work as a system. Catholic churches work as a system. They do. The Jewish synagogues, they work as a system. One church does something, the other church knows about it. They work as a system. Black churches, they don't. It's just all independent. One church is doing a lot of things for the communities. One church is doing less or not doing anything at all, having, prayer breakfasts and this, that, and the third, and gospel concerts. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I was in the whole gospel and Christian and hip hop stuff. I was doing it. That's why my channel is called Great Man of God Media, because I was doing things about Christian gospel music. And then after that, I became so-called conscious and started doing, waking up our people pertaining to black society issues and white supremacy. That's what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? But, that's the thing about the black church, man. It's like, it's not like it is that black churches, they don't work collectively as a group. They don't. They don't work as a system. It's just independent churches. That's why you see, again, go down on 22nd Avenue. You see a church on every corner, and you see Section 8 housing, drug-infested neighborhoods, crime-infested neighborhoods, abandoned buildings, abandoned houses, eyesores in the community. Just eyesores. Go down that street, you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the pastor's driving a goddamn Bentley, in an impoverished neighborhood, talking about, man, I've been doing a lot for the community. All I do, I've been praying hard for you guys. Yeah, okay. Nothing has changed systemically, but you praying hard. Gotcha. Prayer changes things, right? Yeah. It changes the narrative for white supremacy. White supremacy continues to dominate impoverished people and black people in general. It continues to dominate. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, family. Anyway, those are my quick thoughts on that. This Ray Lewis situation, and Ray Lewis continuing to show why he's one of the authors of the Coon Code, by protecting the fabric of white supremacy, and just continuing to show who he is as a goddamn football version of Creflo Dollar. I've been praying hard for you, brother. You don't know how hard I've been praying for you, brother. Let's pray. I know you've been shot, but let's pray. That kind of thing. That narrative is tired. We tired and people are woke. We want systemic changes. We want tangible changes. And that's what Colin Kaepernick has been doing. Systemic, tangible changes. Right? Way better than prayer. Prayer changes things and waiting on Jesus. Way better than that. All right? So anyway, family, those are my quick thoughts on that. Let me know your comments down below in the comment section. Don't forget to actually go ahead and blackspot.com, become a member, and sign me up as a friend, or add me as a friend, and I'll add you back. And my link will be down below in the description for my page on blackspot.com. That's GMOGMediaTV. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave it down in the comment section or email me at gmogmedia@gmail.com. You can also check me out on Instagram and Twitter at The Black Separatist. All right, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. The Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.